y'all, it's KaetheDoll. Welcome to my channel if you're new here, and welcome back if this is not your first video. I am so happy to see you again. I really hope that you've been having a good and positive experience navigating friendship as an adult, okay? I love that for you. I hope you never meet nobody weird. I hope your friends never switch up on you. But if you are on the same bus as me and we're struggling, the bus is on three flats, the bus about to run out of gas. And did I mention the bus on fire? Because it's on fire as well. It's okay. I'm making this video specifically for you and me. So technically it's for us. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, I think that a lot of the time our problem is that we value longevity and we confuse loyalty with like giving people passes and not holding our friends accountable because we don't want to lose their friendship. But that's a problem. I know that Drake that one time was like, no new friends, and he had everybody screaming, no new friends, no new friends, okay? But you might need some new friends, mommy. Like, you might need just a few new friends. And here's why. A lot of the time, you can grow apart from some of the people that you grew up with. Now, we sit here and we're like, oh, we have history. I literally grew up with you. I've been knowing you since we was in diapers and all of this other stuff. But that's not an excuse to keep somebody around if they've become toxic or they're not supporting you in the way that you feel like they should be supporting you. You never can count on them to show up for you. Like, at that point, is the history going to be the only reason why you keep them around? Because that's not worth it. As we get older and we grow, it is so hard sometimes to relate to the people who we grew up with. As we come into ourselves, we're discovering things. We see what we like. We know where we're going, or at least we're trying to figure out where we're going. It becomes so hard to know how to include people from your past into your future. And honestly, that's not even for us to be worrying about because if a person is like clashing with you or butting heads with you and things like that, maybe the person that they have become and the person that you have become are somehow incompatible, okay? And I understand like you could be so close to somebody that you can't even fathom like how did we grow apart? Like how are we not who we used to be? And it's because you're not the same people individually. So you're definitely not going to be the same people together. Most times, the people that we grew up with can see the potential within us. Like, you can see the potential in some of your old friends, and they always have seen the potential in you, right? So the problem with that is as everybody is growing and trying to figure things out, when it looks like one person is a little bit further and you guys have always seen each other on the same level, on the same page, there could be a little bit of a development of resentment there. So, not only is it like some type of aggression, this is when you're going to start realizing that somebody is making, or an old friend is making sly comments, backhanded comments, like giving you backhanded compliments, which is really not even a compliment at all. But they're trying to gaslight you into thinking, oh, I'm still here with you. You're the one that's changing. Like, I'm trying to be here for you. I'm supporting you, but you're changing. Like, yeah, you're going to change, but don't let anybody manipulate you into thinking that you're wrong for cutting off or severing ties with someone from your past when shit starts to get weird. Because in an adult, envy sometimes will come out when somebody sees themselves in competition with you. And that's just the real tea. Like, if they see you as competition, they're never really going to be able to be there to support you. If anything, they're going to deter you when they know that it's a move that you can make and that's going to make you better. That is not a real friend. Like, there's no reason of keeping somebody like that around. Now, does it hurt to cut that off? Absolutely. Absolutely. One of the most painful things, like if we're keeping it a book, that is so painful. That hurts worse than you meeting somebody and y'all get into a relationship and then y'all like a year in and then end up breaking up. Like breaking up with friends, especially friends that you've known for so many years, it's like so much at stake. Like it's painful, but one thing about it, you would rather cut it off when it's starting to cost you too much. Like it's costing you your peace, it's costing you your emotional stability, like it's costing you so much stuff. So it's too expensive for you. That's number one. But like number two, you rather cut it off early because the longer you wait, the more your heart is going to be in it and the more it's going to hurt. Like, I know that it seems so like it's so much easier said than done, but honestly, you're setting yourself up for some major heartbreak just waiting around for a good time because it's never going to be a good time. It's only going to get worse, or the person will start to realize how you are realizing they're moving funny, so they're going to start playing a part instead of being who they are. The funny acting people is probably who they really are.
There's some people that's in your circle that's telling you that they're your friends and they talking against your future.
Every day, I am constantly reminding myself to do things to create a better Kay. I need to be doing things so that I know that I can be the best version of myself. I know that that's not going to happen overnight. So that means I really need to focus and work toward that goal every single day, at least doing something. You know, if it's affirmations, if it's like trying to manifest, if it's praying, whatever I need to do to make myself better and put myself in the best possible position to win. Okay, when we're doing that and we're doing the work on ourselves and we are like doing some crazy self reflection, like examining ourselves and everything, when we're doing that, we're gonna start attracting more. Like it's gonna be undeniable. We're going to be attracting better quality people, people that's on the same thing that we're on, okay? Now, with that being said, if you may have some friends, all of them not going to be on the same thing. Some of them probably have not realized that they are not reaching their full potential, or that whatever they're doing is not really connecting with what you are doing or what you need to do. So, with that being said, you're attracting more, you are trying to do more and manifest more. So the people in your life are going to change. And that's just the bottom line. But you want that because when you have somebody who is complacent around you, it kind of it kind of influences you to also be complacent even though you know you're not where you need to be. The mentality there is kind of like I'm no better or any worse. I'm not any worse than the next person. So why should I change? Why should I do more? Like I'm no better than you, but I'm also not worse than you. So you got to surround yourself with people who are doing more. And then that's the only way that you're going to be able to like get to the levels that you want to be at. Everybody not going to have your vision. Everybody's not going to think that it's possible to totally do a 180 and become the person that you always knew you could be. Then that's when you're going to have to deal with people trying to constantly bring up the old you. They're always bringing up your past or something that you're not proud of or something to embarrass you. That's how you really know you gotta go, because like clearly they're trying to revert you to somewhere you don't live, like you're not even there no more. But that's how it is when you're dealing with adults. Like the resentment manifests itself in like such crazy bizarre ways. That's like, oh, you're being shady, oh, you're doing this, like, oh, you really don't like me for real, oh, like you're in competition with me. And all of that shit is not worth the energy and the time that you gotta exert. Like, you don't have time to be giving up all of that. That costs too much. It's too expensive. Get it on out of here. Return it. Okay? Just return it. Let them go and find somebody that's on that same low vibration. Let them go ahead and find somebody that doesn't mind being torn down. But your friends are supposed to build you up. Your friends are supposed to see where you're going and help you get there. Like, that's all it is to it. So if you're anything like me, I understand that it could be so hard. And all of this stuff, like I said before, is easier said than done. But it is honestly so possible to do the work on yourself and have a totally different friend group, because you are attracting more, you're looking like money, you're looking like success. So that's what's being literally thrown at you by the universe. Like, it's being thrown at you. A person who is where you want to be is going to come into your life. Are you ready to receive that, or are you going to be back here playing with these people that don't even like you for real? That don't want to see you in a larger group. They don't want to see you like with another person who is on a crazy level that you're trying to be on. Like, they don't want to see you do that, because that means you're doing better than them. People want to see you doing good, but not better than them. Let it go. I'm still working on that. And I know like all of this stuff is facts, but like it's hard to implement, these things into your actual life, because sometimes that's not how shit be happening. Sometimes it's like a person will be shady one minute, but they acting normal the next minute. So it'd be hard to like discern who is who. But at the end of the day, I feel like you know the wolf in sheep's clothing. So just point them out. Hold them accountable. They don't like it, they can go. So yeah, navigating friendships as an adult is very ghetto. Super ghetto. But I think that we can do it. And I think that if we're on the same page, like, we might as well just be friends. If we talk about old friends, or if we got some friends that's like need to be cut off, let's go ahead and be the replacements for each other. Okay, I got you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.